It might not be the best time to make a video, but then again, why not? We're gonna go into the woods again. So this is the stretch of the woods where I went cross-country skiing a few times. Most of the time I go there in the summertime, or in any case during seasons when there's no snow on the ground, because obviously we can walk on the path better, and as you can see, it's much more enjoyable when it's like this. And it's quite an interesting path because it's uneven. You can't really even take a bicycle here. You have these big stones, rocks that stick out of the ground, and that'll prevent you from riding your bike in a smooth way. And the good thing about this path here is that it's in the middle of the city of Laval, and not far from where we live, really. So it's a good place to go enjoy the woods for a while. What's this? I see some kind of a sign here. Okay, they're advertising for people to give donations to take care of this stretch of woods. Really what it is, it stayed there from before all the housing around it was built. Let's see if we can find some birds. Probably not, most of them are gone. They migrated down south. But over there, I think there might be a body of water. I think that's what that is. Let me go check. Yeah, interesting. I never saw this before. People even left garbage here. Although this might look like some place where somebody might want to plant a garden. Yeah, look at this body of water. I never knew that this existed. Quite interesting. It's probably a stream that feeds it somewhere. Oh, let's go back on the main path. Some of these branches have thorns on them. And I know that I wouldn't have gone into that. So yeah, going back to what I was saying, it's an interesting piece of the woods. We'll see if there's any other things that we can find around here. It's a bit warmer today than it was yesterday. So at least there's that. My fingers won't freeze. Ah yes, here I think there's some kind of a camp or something. I saw this earlier. Somebody actually brought artifacts. They're camping here. Oh, okay. There's still some stuff left behind. They made a fire, and then there are even remnants of a tree house. Interesting. But too bad that we find garbage all across these woods. Even when I go to the real wilderness up north or wherever it is, you know, you still might find garbage, unless you're really far out. You really gotta go far from civilization to be in a pristine and clean place. That's quite hard these days. It's too bad. I like the colors of the leaves here. They're all on the ground now, mostly, as you can see. I wonder if this is a birch tree. Looks like one, but oh yeah, it is actually, yeah, except that it lost most of its bark down here. It's all concentrated up there. Ha! So funny. Ah, here it's a mud pit. I think I might go back, or wait, maybe not, maybe I can go across this. So these are the rocks I was talking about. I tried taking my bicycle here maybe about a month ago or so, a few weeks ago in any case, and needless to say, it did not work out. The rocks are too big. You can't really have anything that's on wheels going through here. Even walking is a bit of a challenge. So these rocks are remnants of something from millions of years ago. This is all volcanic rock, right? These stones here. And they're in the ground all over the place. So you can imagine when people first colonized the area, they had to, when they settled the land, they had to really take out the rocks and then build their farms. Obviously they'll cut down the trees and all of that, but the essential part of it was taking out the rocks, right, to till the land, cultivate it. This is a nice area here. I like it. Oh, look at that. Another structure in the woods. Somebody made that. Somebody made a tree house. I even forgot a mini cooler over there. A red one. So this is quite interesting here. I see a carved face in the tree trunk, and I know exactly who did this. So that other sculpture that we saw at Berge de 80 was made by an artist that told us that if you go through these woods, you'll find a few of, you know, my traces, signs of my art that I have left in the woods. So this is one of them, I guess. That's pretty interesting. I wonder where the others are. Who knows? But yeah, that was fun stuff. It was during coronavirus, it was during the lockdown that we discovered that artistic tree trunk over there. This is a volcanic hill. There's quite a number of these very large rocks along the path, and obviously they're all volcanic rocks. So it's interesting to take a look at them, you know, for somebody who is a geologist who likes exploring this kind of stuff. There's one here, two of them, huge rocks. Look at this. This is obviously volcanic, 100%. Oh yeah, that's lava that solidified millions of years ago. Another one down there. And we're getting to the other end of the hill. Now from here, I wonder what the view will be like. But yeah, for me it's a good opportunity to get some exercise and to walk. And I really want to see what kind of structures, what kind of houses they have in the woods here. I see something down there. This might be a hunter's house. I don't know if it can be seen on the camera. Yeah, definitely something that people have to climb into up there in the tree line. And here it looks like we have the first chapel, one of the first monuments here. That's what it looks like. Well, let's go see what it is. Maybe even a house like a windmill. It looks so desolate in the fall. Abandoned almost. Oh yeah, this is an old structure. Guaranteed. Could it be a chapel? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. Almost a shrine. Pretty interesting. But when you look at these walls and you think about it, that this was built, I think, in the 18th century, that's fascinating. I love these structures that were standing there for several centuries, 200-300 of years. They're a monument to, you know, something that links us to the past. And if we look on the other side down there, we see the river. That's the body of water. Now this is what I'm talking about. Here we have a quite steep hill in the path, and out there a cliff, a rock, volcanic rock. I think that we're approaching the summit of the trail. Let's see what's after this. Once we go up this, I'm already starting to sweat, so that's a good indicator that, you know, I'm getting my cardio, fat burn as well, hopefully. Oh wow, look at this. Look at where we are. This is beautiful. Even in the front here we have more cliffs. Wow, it's all covered by moss. Unbelievable. They say that the moss only grows on the north side, but I don't think that's true in this case here. This will be west, pointing that way. Okay, so I think we're on the top, and yes we are. Look at that. I can see the chapel up front. I think that's it. That's the house that we see from the bottom, from the lake. Should be it. Let's see if there's a way to get to it. This kind of setting can be found in Mount Royal as well, in the middle of the city of Montreal. But I find that it's much more interesting in a place like this. When you drive 50 kilometers out to Oka or any other location, really, you get that, you know, that outdoors wilderness feel. And if we look there, we have the view of the river. I think that's could it be the Outaouais River? In any case, it's a lake of the two mountains. But yeah, the chapel or the chapels are up here. Quite unique. Let's see what it says here. That's quite windy. Oh, they're saying that bees are working here to pollinate flowers. That obviously doesn't apply at this time of the year. But look at that structure. Look at those blocks, those building blocks. Back in the day, that's how they were building houses here. The same way that they would be done in Normandy, north of France, Poitou, Bretagne, all those areas of France where the settlers came from. And then they realized that because of the cold, you can't really build structures the same way that you do in Europe. You have to use wood, right? It insulates you better in the winter. But But this kind of architecture goes back from the 17th century. That's what it was initially. It's all stones. Unbelievable. Look at this. And they're all shrines. They were, I guess, small churches for the Indians back in the day. Oh, this one even allows people, at least in theory, to go in. It's locked, but it looks like even at least in some point, you know, you used to be able to go in there. I can hear the echo already from the inside of the building. Now let's see the third one. And of course, last but not least, that's the view of the lake of the two mountains. So we see the lake, and then beyond, far in the distance, we can see some hills. I think these hills are on the south shore. That's past the city of Montreal. It has to be, because there's nothing else going there in that direction. Yeah, that's interesting. What could that be?